Let's go. So what's going on, Robert? How you doing, man?
I'm fine.
Hey,
I'm fine.
I want to say, man, this is we bumped into each other a couple times, but it's still an honor always to get the chance to sit down and talk to you like right now. So for those out there who don't know, this is Robert. Robert is in the building. And yeah, man, we're gonna chop it up today, man. You're very a lot of people know you already, man, but you know what really shocked me, and I had let you know too. I was like, yeah, man, you got like I did a top five list, right? And I said, okay, I want to do a top five list. And the reason why I wanted to do a top five house dancer list, because we do have competition out here. So we have dance battles and we have dance competition. So I said, okay, well, we're gonna have dance battles and dance competition. I'm gonna make sure I put down who's my top five. And I put it out on Facebook, and a lot of people chimed in from my side, and they were like, and one name came up out of the top five, and that was your name. So,
Mhm.
and I relayed that information back to you. And Robert is a very humble brother, very, very humble. He said, "Man, I'm not doing this for that." So, yeah, but you got mentioned in the top five. You were in somebody's top five house dancer list, and for me, man, that's an honor in itself that somebody could say, okay, well, you know, you heard of a couple of names. You heard of Ejo, you done heard of Khalif, but to have somebody like Rabah in a top five, this is unbelievable. And what makes it so incredible is that you're one of the first ones to bring house dance to France, and that would be Europe, basically. And this is what I want to dive into with you about. How long have you been doing house?
Mm, Since I remember, maybe 93, 94. And yeah, this is what I remember, 93, 90, 94. What's wrong?
93, God, oh, 93, 94?
Yeah, this is what I remember.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, because I've been in the different clubs. So I've been in house clubs. So I dance since 93, 94.
Where
But
at?
without any foundation, without any information. It's just what dancing on house music.
In France,
Yeah, in Paris.
in Paris.
Yeah,
Without no information, you just started house dancing. Did you hear
yeah.
about it before then?
No, it's like because I just like I said, I'm just passionate about dance, and since I'm a dancer, I'm considered as a dancer. I been in different clubs, but back in the day when I used to club hip hop club, there is so much troubles, so much fighting. So that's why I decided to looking for some different clubs, and I've been in that club, kind of club where they play this music, and I was enjoyed that moment because no fighting, just sharing, just dancing, and it was only for this reason I've been in the house club. But I remember I didn't care about any name. So when I've been in that club, I don't know. They call it house. It's just
Okay,
music.
okay. Um, so you kind of had the same problems that America had too with the hip hop clubs. Question I got for you. So you said, have you ever before that watched a video or anything like that of any house dancers?
No, the
No Crystal Waters or anything like that. No,
yeah, yeah. So I saw Robines, and what I saw at that time, CC Peniston. I saw this Crystal Waters. I
Crystal
watched
Waters.
this all
Yeah.
this, yeah, all these video. This is what I remember. But um, I was curious when I saw different people dance on this on that video clips, and I
Yeah.
tried to look for some information, but really not focused about information. Just wants to follow this energy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the same with a lot of people too. The same thing. How it all got, how we all looked at the videos, because that's why I wanted to know, where did you get your exact, because house dancing, that could be something that could be interpreted something different to a lot of different people. Some people don't know there's house dancing. They just know they go to a house club and they groove, and they the basic head nod to the beat and everything like that. But I think it's for a lot of dancers out there. A lot of people were inspired by the videos, and that's what I wanted to check. That you just
Mm.
came up
You,
in Paris and
what
just
I
walked into a house club and
Yeah,
danced.
what I remember, but this maybe was later, when I saw the MTV Grind.
MTV Grind.
Yeah, and when we saw this video, this show on TV, and sometimes we try to focus about some dancer if we can catch some moves or some different things. That this is what I remember, but I'm not sure I'm not sure when it was, because we didn't have this channel on TV. Some people bring us a VHS.
Of the MTV Grind. Oh,
Yeah,
crazy.
we don't. Yeah,
And
some
I was
people they
on
bring us.
and it comes full circle because I was on MTV Grind for
Yeah,
many
this is.
years.
Yeah, I know, because after I realized you told us that, and yeah, it's for me, yeah, like a circle. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. Um, okay, so what I want to do, I want to take you to some places. I want to bring you closer up to the contest or the battle generation.
Mm.
2002, I believe it was it 2002 when Justy Debut started and Bruce
Yeah,
came to you and was like, you were
yeah.
an OG, you're OG out there in Paris.
It's yeah. They consider it as me like OG, but just like in French, we have older generation,
Mm-hmm.
b-boy generation, and we call it Smurf, the wave, the guy who used the wave, and uh, and I have this older generation as me, and me I come maybe the third generation after. My
Mm-hmm.
age is 46 now. Uh, so when we start this competition, Just Debout, we dance only in clubs and on theater. So we made the show on theater, and we have a lot of clubs. And Bruce wants to start the competition, and we went there because we used to be on the same crew, Ikanji.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Bruce asked us if we want to compete, and because he's a friend, we say okay, why not? And we joined the competition, but we never thought it will become after like this. It was just
Yeah.
to make like we want to help him for his event and share the moment all together, but without any idea about we want to challenge about to be the best, or to be like okay with the best dancer. We really don't care about that. We just want to have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and even currently right now you do a lot of interesting things right now with dance in Paris. Paris is a unique place where it gives you it's like a New York. It's like another it's like a piece of New York in a way. And with the dance, you also do a lot of theater dance too, man. You do a lot of projects and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the dance scene is really big. We have a lot of things to where we can dance. We have the theater scenes, we have the club, and we have a jam. We have a lot of events. We but like when you say it's a kind of small New York, it's it could be, but it's not like New York. We have a big scene of dance, but we don't have the same club scene as New York. We don't
Hmm.
have this club culture. We have
Hmm.
a lot of things through by the dance and for dancing, but it's not like New York.
Yeah.
Many times I in New York, we feel something. We feel the real culture of the music and 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 club scene. In
Hmm.
Paris is different. We have art scene for the theater, and also now a lot of competition. but it's not really like New York.
Yeah, yeah. For the dance, for the clubbing and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for clubbing. But we develop a lot of things in Paris. Since our start, we have this chance to make a lot of things in Paris.
Okay, okay. So what do you think? Okay, we kind of got an idea. We've had this conversation with a lot of different people, and I think the dance community has conversation in Europe over and over and over. What do you think that is really we know what's missing, but what since the battles and the contests have come along, the judges are around. They're saying everyone's saying, "Hey, man, the clubbing is what you need to be doing." What are we doing to build anything like that over in Paris, where we have a resident DJ, where somebody from New York can say, "Okay, well, I was just up in New York. I got a little bit of extra, change. I want to go take a vacation to Paris, and I want to go hit one of the club scenes." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
What?
If you come to Paris, it's not really for the club. We have some clubs, but not really connect. We have few connection with some DJs. Well, like in June, maybe I don't know if you've been there. We have the June, and we
Mhm.
have now
I heard
another
of it.
club,
I think.
EP7, and only the DJ are connecting with the dancer is Greg Gauthier and Didier and other called Zoer. They have a formation club called Point Carré.
Hmm.
And after you have some dancer now, they used to be like a DJ, and sometimes they organize some their own party. But to have a real connection with the dancer is not like in New York.
Yeah.
It's really not like in New York. But but like you said about the connection with the competition, since I start from the beginning when we came back with all this information, we want to develop the club scene. We try to develop the different project around the club, but it's not really easy in France,
Hmm.
especially in Paris, because all the new generation, and remember back in the day, when we bring the information, many people are focused about only battles,
Yeah.
only battles. And we try to explain them that it's not only important, it's not, you can have these things are maybe important, but it's not the main thing. I think for me, the main thing is the music.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
And I think that's the challenge right now in Europe to build up a resident DJs in the different areas. Resident DJ meaning notice this DJ right here is going to play the kind of music that we're going to want to party to, and he's going to be
Yeah,
good at what he does, and bringing the people together, whether they're
this is what I said.
yeah,
Only for us, Didier is like it's like this, and Greg is also like this. And after you have Chris Thomas, maybe, but not we. There are few where, and
yeah,
after we wait when some American DJ comes, or
yeah,
sometimes from Netherlands or different area
yeah,
from Europe. Where, but for that the dancer should know the name, but some of dancers they don't know nothing about dance DJ.
yeah. Okay, so I think so that's the part. I think so when we're doing when the community itself are doing workshops and stuff like that, I think the DJs are going to have to start. We're going to start have to mention some of the DJs too as well,
This is really
and not just the
important.
dancers.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
really
so not
important.
just
Many times when I came to Germany,
hmm
that's why I create a lot of connection with Udo,
yeah,
and
yeah. Udo, DJ
I try to
Crash.
show the dancer they have to make the connection with the DJ. Like
Yeah.
you have I don't know which city, maybe Frankfurt ABE
Hmm.
is from your city, right? AB.
I think so. I'm not sure. Right now we got Joe. Joe, I mean, he
Yeah,
plays a little house music and hip hop too. But
but
Joe
you
puts
have
on the
Just
pressure
Ed.
movement.
You
Huh?
have Just Ed. You know Just Ed.
Just that is in Berlin. That's right,
Yeah,
and he
now
comes
he's
down
in.
to
Yeah,
Frankfurt too.
yeah, and the dancer should make a connection with him because
Yeah.
it's the real way for the dancer and for the club scene.
Yeah, you're
And
right about that,
AB,
man.
hmm,
Yeah, you're absolutely
this
right.
is,
And Just Ed is here. He's in Berlin. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, actually I went to one of his parties down here in Frankfurt. So it's and
Mhm.
that's what they reminded me of too, because I was like, okay, yeah, we don't have parties here. They said, yo, Born, we just had Just Ed down here, and I know
Yeah.
this, but
And
I
each
guess
time
I'm
he comes to Paris, we go to this party because
yeah,
he's really dope for the music. He knows a lot of things, and he has the real connection with the music. And for us, for me especially, and my crew, we want to keep this connection with the DJ.
okay, yeah, yeah. That's a good point, man. And it's funny, man. It's just I guess I'm spoiled, man, because I'm used to like you said, New York City. We know there's gonna be a party every week, and some people went to
Yeah,
New York City and they partied every night. I used to
yeah,
be the
yeah,
guy that partied 5 nights a week,
mm,
at a house club,
yeah,
and you could do that in New York, where there's a spot you can go to on a regular basis. And I guess that's something I was spoiled with in New York, and I kind of missed that over here. Just Ed comes through; he comes through like every now and then. You know what I mean? It's just
hmm,
yeah, yeah. But I know what you mean. You're definitely
yeah,
right. We got to connect with the DJ.
yeah, yeah. And this is the most important for the dancer if they want to understand more the culture.
Hmm.
Because when they're young, they most of the dancer, they just care about the picture, just the form. They don't know how to get deep on this
Yeah, yeah,
on the dance. And they should know the producer, they should know the title, the many things through this culture. This is for me what is really important. And each time when I have this chance to give some workshop, this is what I try to explain.
yeah,
This is what I try to explain. It's not because you know some different steps that mean you are a house dancer. You should know what is mean to go to the club, dance for yourself, be alone till 5 a.m. and lost yourself in this music. And
yeah,
after
yeah.
you're going to realize what mean this
Yeah,
culture.
yeah, that's right. It's and sometimes certain events you'll be able to do it too. To have that good feel. That's why, man. I hate to keep harping the horn for John, man, but John also with that house dance forever, man. I really like it. I think that's one of the. I think we need more. I think Berlin also is doing some work too now. So Berlin is transforming too their culture
Yeah,
to
yeah.
adjust. And I
I've
also.
been there the first time I've been in Berlin. I gave some workshop for Flying Step Studio.
Hmm.
There is only two house dancers, but now I realize they grow because they have some people they focus about house, and it's really good.
Yeah, yeah,
It's really
yeah.
good that it's grow like uh, different place in Germany. Now they grow. I remember when I used to be there in Germany, 2004, the first time, less people were interesting about house.
Yeah, and now
I
it's
mean dance.
grown big.
I mean dance. Yeah, because in Germany you have a really huge club scene in Germany. They have a really good. A lot of people are interesting about producing in house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the music was for here in Germany. Long time producers over here in Germany for house music. It's the dancers that wasn't so prominent and that's what I was talking about earlier too. That it's been a time I've been coming back and forth to Germany since the '90s, man. It's around the same
Hmm.
time I was, right before I did MTV. I was over here in Germany when I was doing MTV, and right after that, I came to Germany. I would come here and visit a lot. And you're right. They made a lot of music, but they didn't really get into the dance, and that's something I was
No.
saying. And even Udo Crash, DJ Crash, we were talking about it. I mean, as far as they can go back on their timeline in
Hmm.
Germany is maybe 2000, maybe early
Yeah.
2000, maybe 2002, right
Maybe.
around the same time Justy Debut probably
Yeah.
started. When
Yeah.
Bruce started, it probably started up here around closer, similar to the same time.
Yeah.
Word
Maybe.
traveled then.
Maybe. Me. What I remember about Germany, it was my first trip in Düsseldorf. when I met
For
different
sure.
dancers, different dancers, like the first guys, the guy who I met, were interesting. It was Kato
Hmm.
from Düsseldorf, Nadia, and after OG,
Hmm.
Adnan. It was the first guy who I met were interesting about house
Yeah,
and really
yeah,
wants to know. That's why I try to explain them some different things, my vision, my point, and after I try to keep the connection with them through now. Like now I'm happy because I see like a guy like Danny
yeah, yeah,
from Germany. They really want to push hard this community, and me. I'm happy to see that because it's the way I want to be now. For real, they really focus about the culture more than competition.
yeah, yeah. Very much so, which is a
Mm,
good thing. You know, that's a very positive thing. When I got here when I decided to dance again in 2010, it wasn't so many people, and I got with a small group of people that were doing it too. And from the time, and you're absolutely right, from the time of 2010, I'm probably, even now, like their love for the dance has really, really grown. And I think you inspired that. You put a lot of seeds out. And yeah, man, even someone like Danny's an excellent dancer, man. He really loves the culture, which is good. And you can see he has a deep love for it and how he gets
mhm.
into it, man. So it's a great thing, man. Um, what do you think that I know we can grow more. We have a little bit of a problem right now. We had a coronavirus issue right now with the dance community. It hit everyone. That's the elephant in the room right now. Um, you made a good transition over. You're doing online classes too
Mhm.
right now. Um, just how do you feel about what's going on right now, the current situation? You know?
Uh, um, the feeling it's strange because at the beginning I didn't want to make anything about some online. Like if you saw some people they dance online live with Instagram,
Yeah,
and me I saw that and I didn't want to make this way.
yeah,
So after I heard about, okay, we can have some private class like on Zoom, and I
yeah,
prefer to make that because it's more concentrated. So you can really have a relation with the people who wants to take the class, because on live Instagram you don't have the real feedback,
yeah,
so you don't
yeah.
have the real connection with them, just like some people they write something but you don't have the connection. That's why I don't want to make this. And when I saw Zoom, the first guy I saw, it was Tony Sekou.
Sekou, yeah, Sekou's really
Yeah,
doing it
Sekou.
up. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
after Mish, and after I decide to do the same, and after I create some connection with them, and now I have the chance to meet some dancer in different country where they saw me in video, but they never have this chance to take my class or
Right.
to have the experience with me. And for me, it gives me an opportunity to share what I know about this dance or this culture. So for me, the global pandemic situation is not really is it's a big damage for the world, but at the same time we create some different connection.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is something you're going to be able to hold on to even after everything loosens up a little bit and you're back doing the dance classes live. You'll be able to have a certain day that you'll be able to do your dance
Mhm.
classes also
Yeah,
online, man. You got a whole nother
yeah,
audience too. So that's a
but
great thing, man.
yeah, it's great because at the same time, before the pandemic situation, I stopped my class to open classes because I decide to, because I realized I give so much classes, regular classes, and that's why since now 1 year and a half, I decide to organize a kind of a session,
Yeah.
jam session in my city, where I invite some DJ and the dancer who wants to come and join. I train with them, I practice with them, and sometimes I give them some exercise, some advice, but we dance all together. Since now one year and a half, I prefer to teach on this way,
Yeah.
like and sometimes, okay, I give some workshops, regular workshops, but it's not really like the main thing I do in Paris now. I
Yeah.
prefer to do like this.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. Even Danny over here in Frankfurt, he's doing the same thing, and
Mm,
it's a great thing what he's doing, man. Doing free rent the building out and just do exchanges, man, which is cool.
yeah,
That's a great way to build the community and build the house community too as well.
yeah,
Um,
it's really great to make this connection through the dancers. Or
yeah, definitely.
even is not a dancer, if someone is passionate about music, me, I'm so happy to see some people where they come just only for chill and have fun with listen good music. It's for me,
Yeah,
it's really great.
yeah, man, that's right. So I do want to ask you because I know who who are your top. Not five. We're gonna say it like this because I left it. Actually, I left it open. I said, "Who are your top five dancers?" But I kind of left it open for interpretation. Who are your top five inspiration house dancers? Who would you say right now? Who are your top five inspirations in
For
house?
me,
Yeah, or it don't have to be
uh,
five. It could be a little bit more. But the first, usually, it's the first five people you
no,
could.
it's easy. Joey Anderson,
Mhm. One more time. Who?
Joey Anderson.
Dorian Down.
You know him. He was in Dance Fusion.
Okay.
Joey,
Okay.
now he's a DJ. He's famous DJ. Joey.
Okay. Okay. I think I know.
He is really he's really great dancer. For me, this guy, he show us how to stay underground, even on stage. He has this mentality, has to keep something deep, even is on stage. Is for me the best way to show what this dance should be on stage,
Hmm.
and in the cipher, in club, in showcase. This is the main inspiration for me, Joe Anderson. After you have Ijo, he shows me how to be cool with the music. Marjorie, rest
Hmm.
in peace for her. Marjorie,
Yes.
each time I have this chance to dance with her, she took my hand, and each time I saw on her eyes, take your time. That's
Yeah.
why when I that's why when I dance, I have this meaning in my head, and this is what I want. Take my time.
Quick.
Sometimes I'm rushed,
Yeah.
but each time it comes back to me, Marjorie. Yeah, you have to be
And that's
relaxed.
what Marjorie loves. And you know, this is funny, man, because I'm gonna say something. Look, I was doing a competition here in Frankfurt with a young guy, bringing him into the competition to see how he feel, right? And it was still during the kill the beat era where we're dealing with the competitions and everybody wants to kill the beat. And I wanted to kill the beat because I didn't want to be like I'm old, which is funny.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there doing all this and all that. And his father was there, and his father's a nice house dancer too, nice and smooth. And a lot of times I take my time smooth, but somehow my mentality says, okay, if I'm in the battle, I need to go fast because everybody else is going fast. Who wants to go slow when you're going fast, right? I mean, who wants to go,
Mm,
when everybody's going fast? So I went fast, and it was funny because she said, you know what, honey, that's good, but you should let your son, his father dance because he was nice and
mm,
slow. And she said, I
uh,
love it when you dance slow, and not fast. So
yeah.
she's like, yeah. She basically told me my for the fast stuff that I was doing was no go. And me, I know better. And I was like, okay, well, I'm trying to switch something up, make something different, and I need to just be myself and slow it
Yeah.
down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're right about that. You dance whenever you think about dancing too fast. I think about
Yeah.
Marjorie, and that's the same thing I do. I actually think about Marjorie. I think about that comment she made to me, and I slow down too a lot, especially nowadays. Today, I don't really care so much. I'll take my time with anything I do right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. When you get
Yeah,
older, you understand what is mean.
yeah, yeah. I take my time, man.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
rushing
And
anything.
and also for the name Brian, of course, inspired us
Yes,
a lot.
yes.
A lot. He gives us a lot of information about this dance.
That
Uh,
man is a library. He's a library of of dance
yeah,
information.
I have also who inspired me, Mike Euphoria.
Mike Euphoria. Yeah,
I love the way how he used this art, this his knowledge how to use the music. For me is really something complex is hard.
yeah, yeah.
And my friend Didier, my
DJ.
brother Didier, inspired me a lot because he's unique. He's really talented dancers and is unique.
Yeah,
So
definitely, man.
yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice, man. Big shout
Mhm.
out to Ejo, man. Ejo's been like really, really doing this thing, man, for many years. He deserves the kudos that he gets. Definitely big shout out to Mike Euphoria. Mike Euphoria is definitely me. Me and him passed by each other in the clubs in New York City. Never really formally introduced. He knew a lot of my guys, and you know what I mean. I
Mhm.
probably met him, but never really, at the time I was always like, you know what I mean, in my zone too. So yeah, man, good.
And
Definitely.
where you from? You from
I'm from New
Queens
Jersey,
or
man.
New Jersey?
I'm with
So
Joey. My crew is Joey Anderson. Mouche.
yeah, yeah.
Passed away, but Mouche was my
Ah,
partner. Polo, my man Quest. I'm with Low Kids, man.
mm.
That's my
This
crew.
is what I realized when I been in a club called, it was 2005 called Deacon Y or something. A party was there, and I saw some people come from New Jersey, and they have their special way how they dance. It's really not like in Manhattan, and this is what for me it inspired me too. They
Yeah.
take the music differently, and it's strange.
Yeah,
At that time, it was strange for me.
we have a different relationship with house music than I would say New Yorkers have.
Hmm.
I think we all got a little bit different relationship. New Jersey has a different relationship. New York and Chicago, one of the three cities that really kind of made house music what it is. We're
Hmm.
gonna say house music made house music
Hmm.
what it is. Not the clubbing aspect of it, but because clubs were around way before house. But what made
Yeah.
house what it is? It's a combination of New York, the DJ,
Hmm.
Chicago creating the music, and Jersey giving it even more heart and soul. We had a lot of gospel singers that gravitated towards house music, and I think we made the most music. Jersey made the most house music out of everybody at a certain time period. We were like the
Hmm.
factory of house music for the
Which
singers.
period was?
We're just gonna say the '90s. We was cranking it out, man. The '90s. A lot of the
Okay.
'90s music that you heard. That's a lot of. It's a mixture of Jersey, New York, old school. You got to also look at Bravo. Bravo's people. He was partying way before I was. So his
Hmm.
generation, like Frankie Knuckles, went out to Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago grabbed them up,
Hmm.
listened to the music, and then they started to create their own music, just like hip hop. A lot of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So house has
Hmm.
it's a cousin of hip hop, very
Hmm.
similar. And from there, the dance was the jack in Chicago, but when it got to New York, it changed up a little bit. And not to leave Jersey out, when Jersey's making the music, we also have a different relationship with the music and the dance because we
Hmm.
hear it on the street. It's unlike New York, where Jersey has embraced house music as like their national music. New York City has so much. They got hip hop. Hip hop is the
Hmm.
biggest thing in New York. So the dancers in New York, it wasn't so many dancers that went with house music. You have a group of the hip hop dancers, like you were saying, Elite Force and all of them. Half of them went hip hop dancers, half of them went house dancers, but they could all do either or. They can do either or. They were
Hmm.
good at either or. But New
It was
Jersey,
the
a
period
different
we call
relationship.
hip house.
Hip house too, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I did a lot of
Yeah.
hip house videos, man. I
Yeah.
did a few hip house videos, man, when I was younger. But um, yeah, even today, you can go to Newark, New Jersey,
Hmm.
downtown, and they're playing house music on the street.
Mm.
So this is the
Cool.
difference. You know what I mean? Where New York, you might not catch that. In Jersey, you go downtown, the music is house. I mean, we're literally, you can walk on the street and literally somebody is banging house music out of a store. You know what I mean? And the people,
Yeah.
it's just how it is. Our relationship with is different. So Jersey, we come thick. We come in numbers, and we come to party and jam and catch wreck.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It could be. It's not really the same, but it could be the same like Paris.
yeah,
At the beginning, when we don't have any information, we dance on house music like without foundation about knowledge about this music, and we dance. Just we move, and it could create some people who watch us a kind of way to use this style.
yeah,
But back in the day, when we use this style without foundation, after me, I want to understand. I would like to understand. That's why I went in different time in New York to understand, and that's why I bring some information with my friend, and
yeah,
we met some people who can explain us. That's why we met Brian in '98.
yeah,
So that's why he gave us some information, and we came back with the foundation.
yeah. And
So
Brian, because
from Brian,
Brian's an excellent teacher, man, with the house or dance.
that's why we looking for him at that time, because
Yeah.
because I met Terry, Mike,
Hmm.
but when I didn't talk with them. I just met them in the club. Like the guy who impressed me a lot, it was Tony Bones. You
Tony
know
Bones.
him?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was impressed about him.
Shout out
But
to Tony Bones.
yeah, but I never had the chance to talk with them because at that time I can't speak in English.
Yeah.
Uh, so I can't talk with them, and I just realized I have this chance to exchange only by dance. So that's only my chance. So that's why I can talk with them.
Yeah, I'm looking. I already hit Tony Bones up one time, and I'm actually like I'm trying to link up with him and have a conversation with Tony Bones too. But he was also mentioned on some top 5 dancers, house
Yeah,
dancers. So he
yeah.
also
If I me
Tony Bones was mentioned too on the top 5 house dancers. So that's
Yeah,
big,
me
man.
also for me too, because is this guy, like many dancer that when I saw them they I'm still have them in my mind.
Hmm.
And like when I see some new generation, of course they have a good technique. Many dancers now have a good technique, but they miss what I saw back in the day in that club. When I
Yeah,
remember Terry, how he was crazy, or maybe a lot of dancer I didn't know the name from the vinyl. When I saw the vinyl clubs, I remember all that guy. It was so crazy for me to see all that dancers,
yeah,
and I keep all these guy in my mind. And when I see some new generation, it's not I'm I'm sad, but the feeling it's like it missed something
yeah.
because
You're looking for
they
that nostalgia.
yeah,
Yeah, you're looking for the
but it's like
nostalgia.
this. Yeah, it's like that.
And
So
it's
it's like
funny
that.
because I'm good. I just interviewed my man from Boston, Garcia, and I was talking to him, and he was he's a new generation guy. He's around the same age as OG, man. And when you see him dance, he has a very vintage style dance. I'll send you a clip of him on a side note. But he has a very unique style of dance, man. And it's vintage, man, to see it. You know, it's very vintage, and I understand what you're saying when you're looking for the new dancers. You're looking for people who kind of like got that vintage. Orb has it. Orb is a newer generation dancer, and he has it. A few other people have it. My question for you is, when was the first time you went to New York?
92,
92.
92, yeah.
Who did you go
And
with?
what do you say again?
Who did you travel with? Were you traveling with somebody? Was it a group of you guys, or were you by
No,
yourself?
only two friends of me. My mentor, as my big my teacher, as my teacher, my mentor, and a friend. and we stay there 1 month in Manhattan, and we went.
Wow.
But at that time, it was only for hip hop, so we looking for different clubs of hip hop.
Okay.
At that
Okay.
time.
Wow, that's dangerous.
I remember I have the chance to meet some dancer. It was Broadway Dance Center, and some people they used the studio to make a practice. And I remember I met Specs back in the day, Specs and other dancer, but I didn't, maybe Peekaboo or maybe some dancer, but I didn't.
Yeah, Peekaboo, I know.
I didn't really don't really remember the name, but they were there. They practice. But I was young, 18 years old, so I watched them like kids, and I was the stars on my eyes, and I watched them try to copy them. So it was my first experience in New York, 92.
Okay.
The second times it was 95. It was this period when I saw for real the house dancer. The guy on For real, not.
What club did you go to?
You
remember?
The club I remember, it was UN Club, Underground Network.
Oh snap! I think I know that. 95. I think I know the Underground Network.
It was in the village, I think, in the village.
Yeah, Lower Manhattan. Yeah, Lower Manhattan.
Yeah. This is what I remember, and maybe. I'm not sure. I forget all because this club remind me a lot because there is 2 stairs, so upstairs and downstairs. Upstairs it was a DJ, and downstairs it was a band, the musician.
The UN. I'm trying to think because I know Sound Factory Bar was like that, 2 floors.
Maybe I've been there too. Some factory bars too.
Yeah, that's on Wednesdays. That was on Wednesdays, and you didn't get a chance to go to the Shelter. I think Shelter was open at 95 too. I think so. I think they were.
Shelter. It was the vinyl, right?
Yeah. Well, the vinyl is vinyl's the vinyl, but the Shelter is Shelter and vinyl. I think 2 different places.
14th Street.
Yeah, 14th Street. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This
is what I. But Shelter, if I remember. It was 97.
Okay.
97.
Then 97.
The Body and Soul Party. Yeah. Body and Soul Party.
Body and Soul Parties is dope.
Yeah. This is what I remember.
Okay, man. Wow. You did you were probably in some of the clubs that I was into. If you were there for like a month or a couple of weeks, we probably were in the same.
It's disconnect, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit shaky. Yeah, I think you were in some of the same.
I don't know if you.
Yeah, it went in and out. But it's okay. It's internet, man. Nothing you could do about it. Signal. But yeah, I think you were in some of the spots that I was actually in at the time, man. You know what I mean? We probably even, you never know. You were probably in the same club I was in at the same time if you was going up in New York back then. Wow. That's crazy. What do you think right now is after this corona is over with and everything goes back to normal? Somewhat normal. What is your schedule? What do you think your schedule? Will you be back teaching? Will you be back doing battles? What do you feel about the contests and stuff like that? Are you still going to stay involved in the contests?
The connection is bad.
Yeah, it's real bad. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
After everything is done, hopefully we get out of this corona thing. Are you still, how do you feel about the contest? Will you still be helping the judge contest? Will you still be part of the livelihood foundation of that?
The dance for me is the main thing what I do, but it's my job.
Yeah.
So when the people invite me to be as a judge, it's a job for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, from the beginning, I was not really focused about competition, but it was a chance for me when the people invite me to spread my no my knowledge about the culture. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I continue to do this, to accept to do a judge young dancer and to talk with them, because not so much people are really interesting to come to the club. So that's why if I can continue to for me it's a direct way to have a connection with the young people. To organize my session. I continue to organize my event. I have my event in my city,
Mm-hmm.
so I try to make it more people if they can't, through through internet. Through I would like to continue.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Um, any advice that you can give some of the young dancers out here
You
who
hear
are
me?
coming up? Yeah, I heard it. It's spot. It came in and out. Yeah. Any advice that you can get to some of the young dancers out here who are coming up right now?
That's sorry, it's
Oh,
cut again.
yeah. Any advice that you can give any young dancers out here who are coming up?
Advice, some advice. Oh, uh, the best thing now, to make a short thing, love the music. That's when we say that, that's mean not many things, because when you love the music, you try to understand the history, you try to understand how it's became like this. That means you have to understand the past, you have to understand the roots, and it's mean a lot of things. And after, you have to happen before to understand who you are, and after to continue the way and to keep the connection with us.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's right.
yeah, this is what I think.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you know, man, I'm as soon as this thing is done with and over, I'm coming out to Paris and I'm gonna chill out with you for some time, man. I'm gonna take a day or two and definitely link up with you and parlay with you and just share good vibes with you, man, when this thing is over with. Well, connection is bad today. We're up on full pause.
Yeah, we
Yo, 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 you there? Rabba, Mike, you there?
hello.
Yeah, man, this thing is really going crazy.
uh,
Yeah, this thing went completely out on me. Yeah, you there? Cool, cool.
yeah,
Yeah, the internet session went completely out. But like I was saying, man, the moment this thing is over with, I'm gonna get
it's
a chance to chill out with you.
yeah, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. Hey, do Hitchem, right? Hitty.
Who?
Hitchem in France?
uh,
Huh?
my brother Edie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Isham is my friend. We use the same
Yeah.
crew.
Okay, okay, y'all from the same crew. Yeah, man, because it was funny, man. I had seen some
We
footage
went to the same crew.
because I seen footage of him. I was like, yo, I was wondering how you guys in France really was y'all guys was really rocking in the early 2000s and 90s, man. I was like, I was so amazed to see you guys moving. And it was just incredible, man. I've seen just checking old footage of you guys when you guys happened to post it. I had noticed something that he did post up a video of him in the
Yeah,
shelter.
yeah, we
Yeah, he had also had like camera footage from the shelter, which I was totally shocked, man, to find.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
that was crazy, yo. And I was like, when I seen it, I said, oh,
This is Isham footage, the shelter.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
it's crazy, right?
I didn't even get a camera inside the shelter.
Yeah.
I think if I would have bought a
Yeah,
camera,
because for yeah, because for you it was natural. For us, it was like unique to be there, and we don't have the party every week like
yeah,
this.
man, and I had a camera at the house, and every time when I see that footage, I was like, well, damn, I should have grabbed my camera and walked up in there too. But like you said, I was too busy dancing and enjoying the atmosphere, and I don't think for us it wasn't really about filming or anything. It's the moment and the time, and just having fun for that weekend, forgetting all your troubles and stuff like that. But it was just so amazing to see like footage from the shelter from somebody over in Europe, which it blew my mind because my whole, I'm so
Hmm.
single-minded thinking that, well, it's just Americans, that are here partying. And I didn't think, and then I seen the Japanese guys
Yeah.
there watching, but I never knew that Europe came over there too as well. And France was over there watching too. It's just something that just really
Yeah.
blows my mind, man. And that's so amazing to me. And people, that's maybe something you don't know, but it's just when I see footage like that, I like
Yeah, but
like okay, okay.
yeah, it's the
Oh, we got a lot of breakups right now.
internet. Yeah, it break a lot. You, how do you feel in Germany?
I feel good. I feel a lot for the house scene. I feel a lot better. I was a little upset at first. I actually didn't like the competition. The
Yeah.
competition that you judged, I wasn't. It's like I was there. That was probably my second competition,
Hmm.
and I wasn't really like. I was like this: win, lose, win, lose. It doesn't. It didn't really matter to me. And then I
Hmm.
think after you guys had judged it and you said, well, yeah, you passed to go up to Dusseldorf. That should shock me because I wasn't expecting it. And the house scene has grown here tremendously, and it's funny because I was like, at first I was like, ah, competitions. What's this competition? Bad humbug. Forget about this competition. Then after I
Yeah.
realized that this is the way on how the culture stays alive, and I got to understand that, then I got to
Mm.
appreciate the competition. Even though I may not be doing competitions now, like I probably should be or whatever, but I feel as though competitions, I have grown to love them a little bit more, appreciate them, and I
Mm.
and I seen what it has done to dancers like Danny, uh, OG, and a lot of other house dancers around. I seen what it's done for them, and I think it's a good thing because they went on a quest not only just for competition, and they got the heart into it where it doesn't matter to them whether they lose or win at this point, and the fact that they want to learn more. So I
Mm.
think that right now is a perfect time. It's just unbelievable. It's like a resurgence or a renaissance of the dance, and it's just a way it stays alive, man. It keeps
Yeah.
my people alive, man. Like and what I mean by my people, I mean like people who I looked up to like Ejo, Khalif, Brian Green, Sekou, Justice, my low kids, just everybody that was out there putting in, having fun, and just really, really in a good spirit of dancing, and kind of competitive too, with a competitive edge. How it just stays alive, man. Here in Europe, it's just amazing to me, man. I'm actually
Mm.
amazed. I'm actually shocked.
Yeah. It's really important for all the people to make this connection with you and all the guys from New York. It's really
That's what I'm
important.
doing.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's
It's cool.
that's what I'm doing.
And for yourself, it's really great. Like this, you can really understand what you can do for help them.
Yeah, man. And I always say it costs you nothing to holler at me, man. I'm down for the culture 100%. It's nothing to say, hey, man, what you guys do then, and what can we do different now? It's too easy, man. And even I understand Europe a lot more now, so I can help out a lot more where I'm needed, man. That's just what it is, man. Wherever I'm needed, I'll help. You
it's
know.
it, it's great. It's like me because I have this chance because I judge many competition to visit different country and to really realize what we can what we can do because what we have, and we have to accept our situation.
Hmm.
Like I said at the beginning, we are not like New York because we don't have this club scene, but it's like that. I accept my situation and I try to do my best to give them, for the young people, I mean, an other opportunity that what we watch every time in on videos. So that's why not so much people hear me, or maybe a lot, I don't know. I really don't care. Only the people who I met here have this chance to talk with them and share with them a moment. That's great. That's enough.
Yeah, I got one on that same vine. I want to hear what you have to say about this. And it was Funkin' Styles,
Yeah.
2019, and me and my guy Jers, I think you met him already, Jers, my other guy, Kevin. We,
Yeah,
we
last time we met each
yeah,
other.
the tall guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
from
yeah, I
Jersey
remember.
too.
Wow.
We said that we wasn't happy with Funkin' Styles. We wasn't happy with the event. Maybe not completely the promoter's fault, but this is one of the things that was said during the Funkin' Style, and I wanted to get your opinion on this because I think it's very important because we wasn't trying to bash the guy. We just wanted to be honest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we're only talking about the house category. We wasn't really so much concerned about the other categories. We're just focused on the house category. We felt though as though Funkin' Styles at the time was it was whack, man. The event was whack because they didn't give us what we wanted, which was house. Of course, they did do it eventually, but at first it wasn't. But one of the things that was
I
said.
told,
Mhm. One second, the internet went out. Okay, all right. So one of the things that was said was that house dancers are too busy right now exchanging and not battling. So the guy didn't want to have that in the competition itself because house dancers are too much into this love thing now. And I wanted to know how you felt about that because it is competition, and in a way, he could be right.
I'm sorry because it's the
Yeah. All
internet
right.
is break
My bad.
every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Let me.
you want to know what I think about Funkin' Styles?
No. 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 All right. So let me go back. Can
Yeah.
everything good? You can hear me? We had Funky Styles is a competition. One of the things that was said during the reason why House might not have made it into Funkin' Styles as a competition was because house dancers are too much into the love thing and not into competition. They're too much exchanging and not enough competition. So the guy didn't want to host a house event.
That, you mean now they wants to make more exchange
No, no,
than
no,
compete?
no. The one of the we said that, okay, let me back up. We said, me and my friend Jura said Funkin' Styles was whack. We didn't like it because of how they did the house event in the Funkin' Styles, right? And the guy, the promoter of the
Mm-hmm.
event, which I forgot his name. I didn't really want to get too much into it because I don't think he's so much into house. He said the reason why he did
No.
not want to add a house event into the Funkin' Styles is because the dancers, house dancers, are too busy with the love and not competition. It's too much exchanging going on and not enough competition. Did you hear me?
So it
Wow, what a time for the
it
sound. Did you get it?
yeah, you if I
Oh, this is so
understand
terrible.
the promoter of Funkin' Style. Takao.
Yeah.
Takao. He don't want to promote really the house competition because he understands that the new generation focus about exchange than compete.
Yes, that's it.
Finally.
It took us about like 5-10 minutes to get it out. Sorry, everybody out there. The technical this is Zoom. This is internet based, so this is how it goes sometimes. I'm gonna try to edit this video up a little bit more, so we won't have such a time lag. But that's how it goes. So, what is your opinion? What do you think about that statement that he? That I think
I'm
he made?
really I don't really know about that because
Yeah.
I can understand what he means, what he wants to but uh, for me, my opinion, if you organize something, it's because you love it. You understand?
Obviously, he didn't love house.
No, no, really, he loves that. He loves that. But you should like. It's better to make one thing than five things,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
you're gonna make it 100%. But after, I'm not in his reality. He has
Yeah.
a different reality, and he's a promoter, he's organizer. So he have a different things to,
Mindset. Yeah.
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 So that's why he has to try to understand different sides. And after to make something 100%, you have to make one thing. This is my point.
Yeah.
And
Well,
after about
Funkin' Styles had for me, last time I went to Funkin' Styles, that shit was fucking dope. This shit was lit. He took a break, which is understandable, and then he came back again. But one category he did not put on there was house on the category. So originally he didn't have house there at all because his reasoning, from what I understand, his reasoning was all the house dancers, they don't want to compete. You know what I mean? They just want to exchange. So why should I have it's like the mentality is, well, why should I add house onto the category when they're not going to do their best? They're not
yeah,
going
I
to do their
understand.
best work. You know what I mean?
This point I understand. That's why I said about Takao, because he organized that. Maybe if he wants to respect the one category about, I don't know, especially house, if he understands that the new generation interesting about exchange, he should take a room and create exchange room like this.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the people like this, the people, they will feel happy, or it can connect with his event, and like this he don't break anything about the main event, and like this he creates something really close to the reality of house scene. So I don't know,
Yeah.
it's so after, like I said, I know this guy because I've been in his event in 2012. I judged his competition in Düsseldorf, and it was okay. This competition was okay, but for me it was a little bit too much commercial.
Yeah, but I
It
mean,
was
I
it
guess that's just what he's going for, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm
no
not
it
knocking
it,
him
it
for that. Yeah.
no, me too. I just want to realize, if you want to make more close with for the dancing, you should make it more honestly with the real things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when he broke up the categories, he had robot. That was a separate category onto its own, which I respect the robot dancers. I just don't know how wide widespread that is. He had robot. He had another another isolation dance. Then he had the regular hip hop. House got on the table last. He brought House back on the table only because so many people was in the uproar, like, whoa, what the fuck? How you not gonna have House on the agenda? So I mean, then he put it on there and it was last, and it just looked real crazy, man. But
This is the problem when you want to organize an event
yeah,
and you lost your feeling of the dance.
yeah, yeah.
You
But
understand?
Did he have a feeling for house dance? This is the
He,
question. You
this
know what
guy
I
this
mean?
guy I met him in 2004. He took my class at the beginning. He was really interesting about he's not, but now he has the way of organizer. So that's
Yeah,
why he has to.
Think like an organizer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I can imagine it's complicated for him to make different things. That's why I said that's why I told you you should make one thing and 100%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
After, for me, it's easy to say that because I'm not really organizer. So I organize my event and I focus about house. So that's why I do all what I do. It's really focused about one thing. It's easy for me, and
yeah,
I don't have the perspective to earn money with my event. I'm
yeah, yeah.
not really on
Yeah,
it,
with
so
hip
I don't
hop and
care.
stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. And
No,
this is the
and
same direct. Hmm.
yeah, and I really organize my event only for the love of the culture only. So I don't focus about money. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why for me it's easy to take some decision. It's easy for me. So that's why
yeah, yeah.
if you have the focus about earn money, it's complicated because you want to
Make money,
make
money,
happy
money, money. Yeah, yeah. You trying to make
and make
everybody happy
happy.
so you can get money. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Understand. Hey, Robert, we're coming up on an hour. It's been great, great talking to you, and I want to do this again at another time. I want you who's give some shout outs to some people right now who you really love, respect right now. Give your shout outs.
Uh, I'm not really good about shout out, but
I love shout outs, man. So give to your crew, give some love to some
uh,
people,
yeah,
family, doesn't matter.
I, I give some love for everybody who knows me, and even you don't know me, and even you never been with me in the cipher or in my class. Shout out for, especially in Germany, like um, uh, Joker, my friend, Nadia, Takao, uh, Danny, Alberto, and all the
Yes.
crew, H Roots, Udo.
Yes.
And if some people come watch you in America, all Dance Fusion,
Yes, yes, yes. Big
and all
ups.
the people, yeah, Mau dancers, uh, all the people I know.
Yes, yes. Well,
Again,
thank
sorry for my English. I try to do my best.
your English is good, man. Because look, Hitty, he was not coming on. He said his English wasn't good. She said, no, no, my English is not good. So I'm glad to have you. And I was definitely looking forward to this interview, sitting down and talking with you and chopping it up with you, man. This is one of my highlights too. This is right up there with Marjorie. I had an interview with Marjorie that didn't go so well. I had actually forgot to press record, but this is right up there with one of the with a Marjorie interview for me. So thank you very much, man, for chopping it up with me, and we will see each other on this side of the globe again.
Yeah, and I hope you come to my event if
I
when we
will.
do
I
it,
will.
or
Yeah.
my session.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to come to a session, man. So thank you. And yo, big shout out to Robert because it's Ramadan, for those who don't
Yeah,
know, and he's still here talking to me. Thank you, man. Bless you, your family, man. Stay safe. Peace.
thank you.
Peace.